Right now, a silent war is happening at your window. On one side, you have the sun, blasting shortwave radiation through your glass at the speed of light. On the other side, you have your furniture, your floor, and your walls, which are soaking up that energy like a sponge and turning your bedroom into a thermal battery. Most people try to fight back with fans or expensive air conditioning, but they are fighting a losing battle because they're trying to cool air that shouldn't be hot in the first place. What if I told you that the most effective weapon in this fight isn't a high-tech appliance, but a $2 roll of kitchen foil? There is a reason you've probably seen people taping silver sheets to their windows during a heat wave. Some call it a life-saving genius hack. Others call it a dangerous mistake that can literally shatter your glass. Today, we are going beyond the viral headlines to look at the raw physics of the aluminum shield. I'm going to show you why this hidden trick is actually used by NASA and emergency responders to manage extreme heat. And more importantly, I'm going to show you the one critical mistake that turns this budget fix into a property damage nightmare. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to hack the sun for the price of a cup of coffee. Before we get to the $2 fix, we have to understand the enemy. Why is your room so hot? You have the fan on full blast and the curtains are closed, yet it feels like you are sitting inside a toaster. Here is the science of radiant heat. When sunlight hits your window, it is not just light. It is carrying massive amounts of energy in the form of shortwave infrared radiation. Glass is a bit of a trickster because it lets that light pass right through. Once that light hits your bed, your carpet, or your desk, those objects absorb the energy and re-radiate it as long-wave infrared, which we feel as heat. The problem is that glass is opaque to long-wave radiation. It lets the heat in, but it will not let it out. This is the greenhouse effect, and it is happening in your bedroom every single afternoon. Your walls and furniture act like thermal batteries, soaking up heat all day and slowly releasing it at night when you are trying to sleep. Most people try to solve this with blackout curtains, but here is the hidden problem. By the time the sunlight hits your curtains, the heat is already inside the room. The curtains get hot, and they just radiate that heat right into your face. To stop the heat, we have to stop the light before it crosses the threshold. This is where our budget-friendly hero comes in. You have two main options here, both under $2. You can use standard aluminum foil found in every kitchen or emergency thermal blankets, also known as mylar sheets, used by hikers and paramedics. These work because they are highly reflective. While a white curtain might reflect 40 to 50% of light, aluminum foil can reflect upwards of 95% of radiant energy. Think of it like a mirror for heat. Instead of letting the sun's energy soak into your floor, you are literally bouncing it back out into the atmosphere. In many parts of the world, specifically in extremely hot climates like India, the Middle East, or the American Southwest, this is a survival hack used by people who cannot afford to run large air conditioning units all day. If it is so simple, you might wonder why everyone is not doing it and why some people say it is a hidden trick. The reason you do not see aluminum foil window kits at your local hardware store is twofold. First, there is the issue of aesthetics. Let us be honest, taping foil to your windows makes your house look like a conspiracy theorist bunker or a high-tech baked potato. Homeowner associations and landlords hate it because it ruins the curb appeal of the building. Second, there is the industry gap. There is no big profit margin in telling you to buy a cheap roll of foil. Companies want to sell you expensive, low-emissivity replacement windows or professional reflective window films. These professional solutions work on the exact same principle as the foil, but they are designed to be transparent and permanent. The hidden truth is that for a temporary heat wave, you do not need a $1,000 renovation, you just need a reflective surface. However, there is a massive catch. If you do this the way most life hack videos show you, you might actually break your window. This is the part everyone gets wrong. Most people take the foil, go inside their room, and tape it to the inside of the glass. You must not do this without caution. If you have modern, double-pane insulated windows, placing foil on the inside creates a heat sandwich. The sunlight passes through the first pane, passes through the second pane, hits the foil, and reflects back. As it reflects, it heats up the air gap between the two panes of glass. This leads to thermal stress. The center of the glass gets incredibly hot while the edges held by the frame stay cooler. This temperature difference causes the glass to expand unevenly, which can lead to the glass cracking or the seal failing. If the seal fails, your expensive windows will become foggy forever. Even on single-pane windows, putting foil on the inside means the glass itself is still getting scorching hot, and that heat eventually bleeds into the room through conduction. To truly hack the heat, we have to change our strategy. Quick question. Have you ever tried this before, or is this your first time hearing about it? Let me know in the comments. Now here's how to do it the right way without damaging your windows. To get the noticeable temperature drop without risking your windows, you need to follow the professional way to use this $2 trick. The absolute best way to use reflective foil is to apply it to the outside of the window. By doing this, the sunlight never even touches the glass. The heat is reflected back into the air before it can enter your home's envelope. If you cannot get to the outside of your window because you are on a high floor, do not tape the foil directly to the glass. Instead, take a piece of cardboard cut to the size of your window and wrap that cardboard in aluminum foil with the shiny side facing out. Place this shield an inch or two away from the glass on the inside, or better yet, wedge it into the window frame outside. This air gap allows for ventilation and prevents thermal stress on the glass. You also do not need to do this to every window. Focus only on the windows that get direct solar gain, which are usually your west-facing windows in the afternoon or south-facing windows throughout the day. While you are at the window, check your seals. Many modern windows have a compression setting on the side bolts. Taking an Allen key and tightening the seal can prevent hot air from leaking into your cool room. It is a minor fix, but when combined with the foil, it turns your room into a vault. I want to be 100% honest with you. This is not better than a high-end air conditioner, and it is absolutely not a permanent solution. Aluminum foil is incredibly cheap, but the trade-off is that it looks bad from the street and it blocks 100% of the light, leaving you in a dark room. Professional window films are sleek and let light in, but they cost significantly more. This foil trick is a survival hack for students in dorms, people whose AC just broke, or those living through an unprecedented heat wave in a home that was not built for it. You are trading your view for a cooler temperature. If you want to keep the view, you will need to spend the extra money on spectrally selective film. But if it is 2 in the afternoon and your room is 35 degrees, you probably will not care about the view as much as you care about the sweat. For those of you watching in places like California, Nevada, or Utah, you know that the afternoon sun is a different beast. When the ambient temperature is 45 degrees, your windows become heaters. In these climates, even high-end curtains fail because they become radiators themselves. If you use the foil trick on your west-facing window starting at 1 p.m., you can prevent the thermal peak that usually makes your room unbearable by 5 p.m. It is about pre-cooling. Do not wait until the room is hot to put the foil up. Block the energy before it arrives. So, does the $2 trick work? Yes, it does. It is one of the most effective, science-backed ways to reduce heat instantly on a budget. But remember the golden rule that outside is best, and you should never trap heat directly against double-pane glass. The reason this feels like a hidden trick is simply because it is too cheap to be marketed and too ugly to be popular. But science does not care about aesthetics. If you are sitting in a sweltering room right now, go to your kitchen, grab that roll of foil, and try the shield method on your sunniest window. You will feel the difference in 10 minutes. If this helped you cool your room even a little, drop a comment and let me know your city. I'm curious how bad the heat is where you are. And if you want more simple, practical tricks like this, hit subscribe. I've got more coming. Stay cool, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one.